Good day, good evening, good morning from wherever you are, based on your time zone. My name is Okezie Proxy Divine, and I welcome you to my channel. I know it's been really long since I last came up, and I've gained some weight. Yeah, I'm happy I have. So, you're welcome to my channel once again, and I am here to speak on one or two things about myself and what some people have been literally asking about me on my social medias, face to face, and uh-huh. So they usually ask me what I do believe in, and as you all can testify that I'm an African and a lover of Africa and the people of Africa. I'll definitely not be so far from where I should come from in matters of belief. So I do believe in my ancestral way, yes. And I know you're asking yourself how, like how. Yeah, I know that we're human beings, and human beings shouldn't be taught how to live like human beings. And I know that I have this universal energy that brought each and every one of us on this planet Earth. So definitely there has to be a relationship, or we have to relate with him in one way or the other, and based on personal convictions. It should be about personal convictions. Like when some people ask me, why don't you believe in Jesus Christ anymore? I don't even like to call that name anymore. I mean, I used to to worship him. I used to be a fan of him. Uh, though even when I was growing up, I had my own reservations about everything about worshiping God. I mean, God, like Jesus, and so many things about religion that I was asking myself about. But as we were growing up, uh, there are so many things that you could not ask. Most of that time, you would have your own personal feelings and keep them inside of you. Unlike these recent days that everybody will think about something and post it on social media, and you will have to think. So people are making us to think, and we as people of conscience, just everybody has their own intuitions, their own um, way of listening to themselves, and we are able to tell which one is better for us, what makes me feel better, what makes me feel good and feel that I'm actually fulfilling why I should be here. And I know that definitely everybody has a reason why I should be here. So there has to be a way to live, or certain ways for every individual to live to fulfill their own so-called destinies. So why I do not believe in Jesus, I know that many people have been asking me, and I know you're also eager to ask me. Seriously speaking, like, if you think about Jesus, that is a European, I don't see anything that relates with me and him. I don't. And I shouldn't actually be able to want to be finding about more about him, looking at the history about Europeans and what they have done to we Africans. I should even be more careful and critical about whatever they bring to us, and also reaching out, looking out for my other Africans. And that's one of the reasons that I'm also doing this video, because I appreciate the fact that if we are able to, all of us, gradually begin to wake up with knowledge from one or two people, different people, speaking out how they feel, how they think about stuff, and reason them out, and we use our own intuitions, we can actually become a better set of people. I mean, we've worshipped Jesus for so many years, for so many centuries, and nothing has changed. And anybody that is actually not calling us so-called Jesus, most of the countries, I mean, you can say I don't even have to call China, because China is of yesterday. They are all successful. why is so-called Africa so much into this bid to hold on to this Jesus? And let I'll speak for myself, but I know that many people have testified that this is actually where I was thinking, I was calling onto Jesus, and I was thinking onto my heart, like, this and that doesn't join up together. This and that makes me ask myself some questions, like, is it really true that Jesus was born of a virgin? Is it really true that he actually is righteous? Somebody that learned in the so-called so-called Bible, Holy Bible, learned righteousness through what he suffered. So he learned. That means he didn't actually have the righteousness. He wasn't born righteous. And come to think of it, how will the Holy Spirit come onto somebody and impregnate people? I know you are going to tell me, oh, things of God are not things of human, but we are humans. And come on, we are given senses to think. We are given hands to walk. That's why we walk and eat. That's why when we talk, people think about stuff and change their mind. And I shouldn't keep quiet when I find out knowledge that have elevated me and evolved me, and not share it to you, my lovely people, especially Africans, because we are the most enslaved people on this planet Earth about religion. And we should be able to wake up by speaking to ourselves. And I am here to speak to you, my people. Nobody teaches a cockroach to be a cockroach. You should be able to know what is right. You should be able not to go to one church to find out the truth for yourself. I mean, what truth? When you actually can be able to listen to your own instincts and know what is good and what is not good for you. And I'm not saying that the so-called Holy Bible is 100% not true, because that Bible is a compilation of so many books that actually were ours, Africans from Egypt, the Egyptian myths. I mean, when you read, have you read the Book of the Dead? You find out that stuff is actually in those books that were so many years before the compilation of the Bible. So those were ours. So there could be truths in all those things, just like you can have a truth and write it down, and then some years from now, compilation of many writings or books could be put together, and the truth is also there. So truth is still there, but then I do not blindly read the Bible if I have to. So it's about praying, yes, the knowing that there's an energy, a universal energy, definitely, because we all, in one way or the other, connect to each other spiritually. We all form this universe, but there is definitely an energy that is universal, that controls all of us, and we should be able to know how we fit in the universe, and by that same energy that relates to each one of us in a different way, for us to be unique and different from other people, from each one of us, to be able to know where we fit, why are we here, what should we do, what will make us succeed as a people. And I know that our way of, yes, I talked about our way of our ancestors. Know that those people were powerful, and you cannot tell me they actually was listening to one Jesus. No. Yes, along the line, some they might have gotten corrupt by different spirits, where they began to kill human beings as sacrifices. But come on, people still do the sacrifices without blood in those traditional African way of worship, and there's truth in there. And I'm not saying that I'm going to follow what they do, but everybody should be able to know what works for them. If you do not hurt somebody, if you are faithful to you, first of all, to be able to reach out to other people and be loving and caring to them, and still know that you actually have a focus while you're here, and praying to that universal energy, and meditation, and eating well, and exercising and doing every other good thing that you know that is positive to do in this world, we can live better than having to be molded by one person sitting on the pulpit telling you that Jesus said, while you're not sure, there is no personal conviction. I mean, you should have a personal conviction. Yes, I used to get some manifestations. Yes, I used to get my prayers answered. So everybody else that is also not going to church still gets results of whatever they wish. What makes you unique as a Christian? So I think we should think about this, being that the devil is one in in Islam, the devil is one in Buddhism, the devil is one in Christianity, but gods are so many, and the devil isn't actually falling down. Nobody's defeating the devil. Why are we not thinking? Why are we not thinking that we are actually people that could do better than what that our ancestors? Yes, I know that they are in us, so we should be able to do better than them, to correct whatever went wrong and to be able to stand up great as a people. Yes, greatness is not all about money, but we should be also smart enough to understand that money is actually like blood that runs in the body. If there is no money in this world, we don't have money, there is no way we run in this system, and we need it. So yeah, it's also part of success. Otherwise, we wouldn't be waking up every day to go and look for money. So those people that are not calling Jesus and succeeding, yes, they are. And when you say that you are succeeding spiritually, how do you actually succeed spiritually? And you will be calling on God and calling God to use those people that you're condemning every day, that they are non-believers, to help you. I mean, who does that? You are my people, and that's why I made this video. I would like Africans to wake up and to begin to teach themselves how to be strong, to get united in spirit. We are spiritual people. We are people of the nature. We are people that are spiritual. We should be able to know which way works for each one of us and works for us together as an individual, because I know that universal energy definitely relates to each one of us. But sometimes we are so focused on two different things, and we can't focus on that energy, the words of the administration of that energy, to know what is talking to us, because you're here definitely, and somebody is responsible for you. And how do you reach out to that person? I am not saying that leave religion and just live anyhow. That's not what I'm saying. And I think that's all. I wouldn't speak the whole earth to bring it down, because even if I speak everything and don't still allow you to think about what I've just spoken today, it won't make any sense. I appreciate for listening to me, and my beautiful people, I pray that you become more beautiful, evolve inside and outside, and become rich. Thanks.